What's up, folks? Max here, and I just got the Killer Instinct Ultra fanbook in the mail. If you guys didn't know about this, it was released by Prima Games, and it's essentially an art book for all the new art within the new Killer Instinct. Now, I love my art books and all, but what was even more shocking is what was on the inside, and that was a huge amount of spoilers for upcoming DLC of the game. Essentially, the costumes, the classic Killer Instinct costumes that are included with the Ultra Pack but are not yet available, seem to be all revealed within this art book. However, they're not in-game completely, and there is one character missing with it, which is Glacius. So let's quickly talk about each of the characters' costumes and kind of what they look like. Jago looks extremely like Killer Instinct 2. If you'll notice that his body build is actually smaller as well, and they mention this in the art book as they talk about the retro skins. His body build is smaller, and he also retains the tattoo from the new Killer Instinct, so there's some things here and there, but you kind of see how goofy it could kind of look with, like, torn up pants. I'm looking forward to this one. I kind of want to see how it looks in-game, and that's kind of the thing between all these costumes, is seeing how they look in-game. Saberwolf is an interesting one because his classic costume in the original Killer Instinct didn't have pants. He, for some reason, just wore a tattered, overshirt over his body, and it just looked really weird. But they try to take it to heart. They keep pants on every single model, thank God. I'm not too sure which one they're going to go with in the end. Hopefully we get both of these in the future, but they look pretty damn neat, and I especially like the one which is like the torn up shirt, kind of meant to look more like Killer Instinct 1. I do like Saberwolf's like robo arms in KI2, but both of these look pretty neat. I do only hope if they choose one between the two, that the one on the right or the tattered up one gets chosen first. Now, Thunders is really interesting because Chief Thunder in the previous games is considered not a really respectable character as far as his design. Everyone loves Chief Thunder and everything, but he's kind of got some very stereotypical like features about him. So they removed a lot of that, and I think they were not going to have his classic character costume be in the new Killer Instinct as well, which is why there's completely different costume outfits. Between a few of these, there's like a total thug version of him, there's like a version where he doesn't have like a shirt, but the one I like the most is the biker version, which is actually a mocked parody of the Killer Instinct like famous leather jacket that everyone knows about back from the 90s. This one looks the best. I hope this one definitely makes it into the game, and I'm curious what other accessories could go with it. Now, Sadira is an interesting character because she did not have a retro version from previous games, since she was an original creation from the Double Helix guys. So they had a lot of different examples on screen showing what they could do with her. I personally like the Tank Girl outfit a lot. I think that's an interesting throwback to the 90s, especially with that movie that they made. There's another really crazy, like, gothic one on the right of this page that looks pretty dramatically cool. I think that I would like the Tank Girl one more than any other right now, just because it looks visually different than all the rest. Now here's one that's like kind of amazing, and amazing that they actually preserved it almost 100% is Orchid. Orchid's costume looks like it's not gonna be from Killer Instinct 1 instead of the one from Killer Instinct 2. That's right, the thong bikini hot outfit that she was wearing. I don't mean hot, I mean it actually said hot on the side of the outfit. It's gonna be here as her retro costume in Killer Instinct 3. And pretty much showing just as much as it did back in 1995 when Killer Instinct 2 came out. Oh my god, look at the butt! And it even goes into detail of other characters that are actually unreleased, showing off Spinal in his full design, and it also shows off a little bit about his classic costume as well. Spinals is going to be very faithful to Killer Instinct 2, I actually had no doubt about this. It's kind of a mix between KI1 and KI2, which I think is a good idea. I don't know if they should have done anything extra to him because he was just a skeleton man, for God's sake, and this one definitely is more harking back to the Jason and the Argonauts version of what we all know where Spinal actually came from. And last but not least, they did show off Fulgor's character and his art and his classic art as well. And I kind of want to talk about Fulgor's design completely in a different video because there's so much I want to talk about here. But from as you guys can possibly tell, yep, Fulgor is going to be preserved from his Killer Instinct 2 iteration, and I'm glad. I'm glad KI2 is the one they're going off of because KI2 I think is an actual better design than the first Killer Instinct. It's much more visually appealing, it's got a better silhouette, and that's about it. So there we go, we have finally seen the DLC costumes for all the characters, and like I said, shockingly, Glacius is completely missing from all of this, and he just wasn't in the book at all. But once again, guys, it's from the Prima Games Killer Instinct fan book that you can also find on Amazon right now. I'll put a link in the description below if you want to check it out. I think it's about 20 bucks or so, and it's worth it, man. It's a lot of really good high-quality art of almost every character in the game, or actually it is every character in the game. So thank you guys very much for watching. Let me know what your favorite DLC costume is for the characters right now. We don't have any confirmed date on when these are going to come out, And even though it's a little spoilery as far as what they're going to look like, we still have no idea what they're actually going to look like modeled in the game, which could be completely different. And the big thing I'm hoping for is that all the DLC costumes get 6 alternate colors as well, just like the regular characters. But like I said, guys, I'd be appreciating your feedback below. I'll be back with more Killer Instinct very soon, as well as a breakdown of Fulgore's brand new design. My name is Max, and I'll see you next time.